back to my channel. As you've seen by my title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be giving you guys some recommendations on empowering your mind book, since I've been on that journey. I also been on the healing journey. So on this healing journey, I've been on trying to self-improve myself into more intellect. I'm very intellectual, very intelligent, but I wanted to improve more because there's more out there that most of us might not know or have our eyes or mind open for. So I'm gonna give you guys some books that I could recommend and suggest to you, and I also have some things in my notes that I have like little mini summaries on the thing. Can I not speak on the book, so that way I give you guys more in-depth mode when if you guys want to read it or not, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first book that I read was Atomic Habits, and let's just say as soon as I got the TikTok video sent to me, I purchased it right then and there. I went to go pick it up that same day and started reading it that same day. So this is how the Atomic Habit book looks. This is a hardcover one, and I finished it within a month and a half. Yeah, a month and a half I finished this. I got it in April, in mid-April, so I finished it like in the beginning of May. So yeah, this is Atomic. The little description on this book is, it's by James Clear, is a comprehensive practical guide on how to change your habits and get 1% better every day, using a framework called the 4 Laws of Behavior Change. So basically this book is on what it says, habits, how to change your habits, and what I meant by how to change your habits 1% every day, and meaning that you're gonna put in that 1% every day. Like for example, reading this book, you're gonna put in that 1% of reading this book every day, and 1% brings you closer to the end, if that makes sense. And it also goes for the gym. You have to think like a healthy person, a healthy lifestyle person that's gonna be consistent in the gym and discipline yourself in the gym. In order to discipline yourself, you have to continue the habits, and it does take 21 days to create a habit. So yeah, just a little refresher in case you guys probably heard that on TikTok or anywhere else, and anywhere that has quotes. So yeah, this book I clearly recommend it. It like, you probably while you're reading through it, you probably like be like, oh, I heard this before, like okay, but it gives you more in depth on what that meaning is and what that phrase or quote is. So yeah, let's start reading and empowering our minds to be better than everybody else and to improve yourself for anybody else. But prove yourself for yourself though, first of all, and then once you improve yourself, then you start being better for everyone else and start helping them out in their journey on it. The second book is The 48 Laws of Power. I am still reading it. I'm halfway done with it, but I thought I should share regardless. And so far, I am on law 15. So this book has all the freaking laws that you need to know. And as a psychologist, studying in psychology, this book will help you become the person you want to become. The one that doesn't want to get manipulated, the one that doesn't want to get gaslighted, the one that wants to make sure you know every trick of every person in order for you not to get hurt in the process. Even though you will get hurt in the process, but you will learn how to not let that affect you throughout your daily life. So let's get into the summary of it. So 48 Laws of Power is by Green, right? Green states that the better you become of handling power, the better friend, lover, and person you will become. This is because you learn how to make others feel good about themselves when it makes them dependent on you as a source of great pleasure to be around. So nowadays we cannot depend on anybody and we cannot trust anybody. And usually what it's trying to say there is that the more you improve yourself, the more better you are for other people, which is a good thing, but at the same time you're improving yourself. So that way in your daily life, you will be like, okay, well, I need to do this, and this is how I have to act. Whether you're creating a business, because I know in business industry or any other industry, there's people who are going to try to make you miserable and bring you down and prey on your downfall, but you're going to find a way to be like, you're going to trick them and be like, oh, you thought you were doing something?
You thought you were doing something. You thought you're going to make me sad? You thought you were going to make my life miserable? Nope.
So I suggest you read this book. I suggest. The next one is the 4 Agreements. So this is how the book looks like. It's pretty like short book. If you look at it, it's very short compared to the 2 books I just held, and especially compared to the 48 Laws of Power. That one's freaking long because it has 48 laws. But the summary draws on the longest traditions of the Toltecs, an ancient indigenous people of Mexico, to show you that we have been domesticated from childhood, how these internal guiding rules hurt us, and what we can do to break and replace them with a new set of agreements with ourselves. So, I haven't read this book, and you guys are probably wondering, like, if you haven't read half of the books you have, then why are you over here? I found summaries so I could give you guys an in-depth, but from what I'm reading is like, this book is gonna teach you how to break generational crap that you go through on a daily, and it's indigenous and stuff like that. So, and it's short, so I could get through this book within a week or 2 if I could be consistent on reading. So this is another one that I have also seen on TikTok. All these books that I seen on TikTok or off of my college bookstore, because I'm interested in reading books that will help me empower myself and help me know more about myself as I go on. So this is another one. The next one is Dopamine. I haven't read this book either, but it's on psychology stuff, on your brain and all that. And I'm studying psychology, so I thought this book would like be a little like informational thing, because you do learn about the brain, and that's what I'm trying to learn about. So Dopamine is this book. It's pretty short. Mostly half of these books are like short. So Dopamine Nation explores how overflowing sources of dopamine can become a burden to carry. Although the constant availability of resources looks like a good thing from the outside, it can lead to a serious problem and the avoidance of discomfort in our society. So this book, as it says in the back, shows that a secret to finding balance is combining the science of desire with wisdom of recovery. So like I said, these books will help you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And that's all you need. Because nowadays, if you go outside, you're basically swimming with sharks and snakes. And imagine that. If you go swim with those sharks and you swim with the sharks, you're gonna get eaten alive. If you go with snakes and hang around with snakes, you're gonna get eaten alive, because you don't know how to be in that crowd. So better to prepare yourself, learn, and if you have been through some trauma experiences and some heartbreaks and some people who are narcissistic and they think that only physical abuse is it's like, oh my gosh, emotional abuse. You could emotionally, verbally, physically abuse a person, and that would disrupt something in their brain. And I'm not gonna get into it because that just fascinates me. But I suggest you reading on these books to help you get more information on where I'm coming from. Sorry, I'm sick at the moment, and these books are the only thing that's keeping me sane. Number 5, The Power of Habit. So this is another Power of Habit book. So habits, we do habits on our daily lives. There's no freaking day where you create a habit. For example, kids picking their nose, they make it a habit. Kids crying to get what they want, that's a habit. It becomes a habit after a while, because they know that, oh yeah, like if I cry, then I'm gonna get whatever I want. So this books on habit, I suggest reading, because like I said, on the daily lives we have habits. We create habits on our daily lives. So this book is gonna be probably different, but probably more in depth, if I'm not mistaken. The Power of Habit is a digestible and informed examination of why habits exist, how they work, and how you could change them. This book will give you the foundational understanding required to create new habits that will drive your success and break old habits that are limiting. So this book talks more information on examining why habits are created and how they work, and of course it's like 4 or 5 topics on different ways of habits compared to the other one's like more like how you could change them. then this one has more. So make sure you read on habits, I suggest. Just search it up. I got this one at my college bookstore, so probably in your colleges or anywhere else they should have these books. The next one is Grit. This one is The Power of Passion and Perseverance. Saw this on TikTok and I was like, why not get it? So the Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance, sorry, cannot speak. In Ducksworth's view, the biggest reason that preoccupation with talent can be harmful is simple. By shining our spotlight on talent, we risk leaving everything else in the shadows. We inadvertently send the message that these factors, including grit, don't matter as much as they really do. So I'm not really sure what that means, but if you have like an idea, I haven't read the book, but from what I'm gathering is, before I get into whatever I was gonna say, psychologists have spent decades searching for the secret of success. So basically, I think this is just basically on success, how you could be successful, and since it says shadows, hiding your other talents in the shadows, I guess how to bring those into spotlights. So, and this is psychologists recommended, I'm guessing, because this is psychologists have been decades how to be successful, and it's very hard to be successful in life. And there's hardships, there's roller coasters, there's blockages and everything, and there's people who don't want to see you succeed in life. So get onto these books. I keep saying like get onto these books because it's actually good to get onto books that are very empowering and help you grow some knowledge. If you're that type of person that likes to learn every day, then it'll be easier for you to read it. But if you don't, then you're gonna get eaten alive in this world, and it's not funny. David and Goliath. This one seems a little bit different from the other books, but does have some meaning to it. So David and Goliath. Malcolm Gladwell explores the relationship between power and prestige. So power and prestige. You know, everyone wants power. Everyone desires that power. That's the word. So this book should be good. Between power and prestige on the one hand and weaknesses and struggle on the other. Two these theses run through the essays and David and Goliath, underdogs, misfits, and the art of battling giants. The first thesis is that in a contest where one side is obviously superior to the other by conventional standards, the weaker side often has one or more underappreciated advantages. So it talks about weaknesses, struggles, and power and prestige. This one. And the last one is power and regret. I know some of us have some regret, but like I like to live my life without regret, because when you live with regret, that's like baggage on your back, and you don't want that baggage. And this is where this book comes in. The Power of Regrets. This book, I haven't read it, but I'm so excited to read this. The Power of Regret is a rebuttal of the no regrets worldview. Like I said, better to live life without regrets, because all you're doing is making your life even more stressful than it should be. Drawing from human psychology, it shares the actionable steps for transferring emotion into action and using past experience to shape purposeful futures. So like, this helps throughout life basically, because instead of regretting your mistakes, even though that's basically it's a natural human thing to regret things and regret our mistakes that we made, but I think that you should use that, like it says, you should use those as a way to shape yourself as a person into a better person than what you were before, in the past, or whatever, a couple minutes ago, a couple seconds ago, a couple weeks ago, a day ago. Shape yourself into a better person that you already are. Because every day you're becoming a better person. Your only competition in life is yourself. So you're becoming better than the person you were yesterday, the day before yesterday, and it goes on from there. So yeah, that's all the books I have as of right now. So probably when I'm done with these books, I'm gonna get some new books, and then I'll make another part 2 to this video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and tap the notification bell if you want to notify when I upload. And make sure you subscribe, because this right here Come on now. Videos consistently Wednesdays and Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, see you guys in my next video.
I could wait 1,000 days. You know